Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm not wearing my glasses today because I found the light was glaring off my glasses, so I'll put them on when we get started. But anyway, we are going to be making a birthday card today using a technique I haven't tried before, so hang on and we'll get started. Okay, I am back. Like I said, we're going to be making a birthday card today, and I have some of my supplies already cut. This is a 5x7 card base, which, I've done one of these recently, and you just start off with a 10x7 piece of cardstock and then score on the long side at 5, and then you have a 5x7 card base. Okay, now I have a panel that is 6 3/4 by 4 3/4, and then I have a little panel of cardstock that's slightly smaller than the white panel. Okay, so we need my big shot, so let me get that. And if I need to adjust yeah, I do need to adjust the, okay, let's see if I can get it going the right direction the first time. Yes, yes, I did it. Woohoo! Okay, the reason we need this is because we are first of all going to, now this is lovely pattern paper, and this birthday card will be for my brother-in-law's 80th birthday coming up in less than a week. So I got to get going on this card. Okay, so we have this, and let me get this out too. We have this embossing folder. This is by, let's see, you can see it, Spellbinders. It gives the number here, but basically it's just like a geometric pattern. And so here you can see I put the sandwich instructions. So we've got the blue platform, the embossing folder, and one plate. So that's what we're going to do. Here's my platform, and I think I better spray this a little bit with water, because if you remember why we do this, that's great. If you don't, I'll tell you. Usually that helps prevent any cracking that might happen on the paper. So let's get this in here, and I want to line it up straight, as straight as I can. And I could go all the way to the top, but sometimes I found when I do that, the very top is missing the design, which I think they, that's the best they can do. So I've got my top plate now, and let's run it through. Excuse me. And we'll see how this goes. Take it off. Ooh, isn't that cool? Okay, let me see if you can see it, if I see it better. Oh, isn't that cool? That will make a lovely background. Okay, now we're not done with the big shot yet, because there's something else we need to do. And let me set this aside. So the reason I have this panel is because we are going to be cutting out apertures. Now, if you do photography, you know what an aperture is the hole that the lens finds the light through and lets the light comes through. And so we're going to create apertures in this card panel. And so what's wrong with me? I got this idea from Natalie Bowers from MB Cards, and I've mentioned her before. I really appreciate her card making, and so she took different shapes, and she arranged them on the cardstock and ran them through the Sizzix or Big Shot or whatever she uses to create the apertures. Now, she did all sorts of shapes, but because this is what I have, I'm going to use that. So let's get started. I've got my magnetic plate here. One, and this is regular embossing, or excuse me, die cutting. So we have our bottom plate, we have our panel, and let's see here. Now, this is what Natalie did. She just arranged the shapes that she had in different ways. And I don't know, I might want this. I'm kind of taking a look at this, and I'll probably have to use a, you know what I might do? I might do this, because I want an odd number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so what I'm going to do is take some washi tape, and we're going to tape down the shapes, because this will be the front design of the card. So we have to be sure that it doesn't wiggle around on us and land where we don't want it to be. So let's get that. And I'm kind of taking a little bit of the sticky off because I don't want it to have a risk of tearing my cardstock. Okay, so let's get that in there. Get the top plate on, and we will roll it through the Big Shot. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, nice. Okay. So let me take these out. And these shapes we're not going to use with this card, but we can use them, save them for something else. So I'm just going to take them out here. And I am going to set aside this one, but we're going to use this one. Okay? It will make sense, I'm sure. You probably have already figured out why I would do that. Okay. So let's get this turned around. And this is the panel with our aperture. So let me take these dies off, and we will go on to the next thing. Okay, now this is how I had it, I believe. And now we're done with the Big Shot, so I'm going to pick it up and take it off here so I can have more room. And I think I'll just kind of, there we go, bring it back in a little. Okay, so we're done with the dies. Now, this is where we get to build the card. I have my card base, like I said. I have my glue. And what I will do first is take the pattern paper that I embossed. And because it's bumpy from the embossing, I need to add a little extra glue. Not so much that it will show through, but and my glue bottle is getting a little low, so okay, hopefully my head won't get in the way, but if it does, I apologize, because I want to get this on straight. Oh, isn't that cool? Just look at this. I mean, this adds dimension, it adds interest. I love it. Okay. You know, I just remembered we will need the Big Shot after a bit, but we don't need it right now, so it's good. Now, periodically, I'm going to be taking a drink, so hang on. Now, I want to mention something. I didn't even put my koozie on my pop because is my hands, you know, continuing to heal, continuing to get a little stronger, a little more flexible, but it swells a lot still. So when I hold on to the nice cool pop, that feels really good on my hand. Just on this one, but okay, so let's get that dried off. We don't need to talk about that anymore. Okay, so this is what we're doing here, people. see, we've made Aperture. So we've got the cool designs that are, and of course this is, you've already figured that out, I'm sure. That's where this little guy is going to go. Now, I do have a choice here that I can make. I can prop this up with scrap cardstock so it would have a little bit of dimension, or I could leave it flat. And I think I might take the cardstock scraps, so hang on while I get some. Okay, let's turn this over. I think I'll just move this out of the way for now, and we're going to work at kind of cutting and fitting some cardstock. Now this is, I think, all the same kind, so we won't have a difference in levels of thickness. So let's get the skinny one here, and we'll just glue some dimension on. And I brought my scissors over because I'm sure that I'll need to cut to fit some, like right now. Okay. I hope you guys are all doing well. The weather is so, for the time being, is moderated. So we're done with the 90s for at least the next week, maybe. It'll be in the 80s still, but boy, 90s with humidity and is just no fun. And anybody who lives where that happens, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And we don't live where it's the most humid here in the States. You go in the southeast, and it's way worse than what we have it. Okay, although my husband has told me that corn, you know, one of the crops we grow, needs humidity to grow well. And so that's why the Midwest, including Iowa, grows such great crops of corn, because we have the weather conditions necessary to have it. Okay, now this, I probably should have brought over a skinnier strip, so just hang on. I think this is still too wide. Okay, never mind. I didn't see another one that was this thick or width. Okay, so let's just cut some. And like I said earlier, this is just to give some dimension, and it won't be a lot of dimension, but it'll add some. We got to show off that really cool geometric pattern that we use to emboss the pattern paper. Now Natalie, when she was doing her video, she did, I believe she did ink blending, which was another choice, you know. But I have the pattern paper, and so I thought I'll just do that. Looks like I need to trim down. No, you know what? This will be perfect. The extra one I got, so I guess that wasn't a waste of time. We'll get that here. And so, anyway, oh, I have to tell you, well, kind of a funny story. You know, our dog Stewie, if you've watched me for any length of time, you've heard about Stewie. He's a black lab, and, you know, typical black lab personality. Friendly, loves people. And so, and he likes to go visit the neighbors, even though the neighbor's dog passed away last spring, I think it was. But he still likes to go down there because, you know, there's still people, our neighbors who live down there. And so he went down there not too long ago, and our neighbor, Linda, was going to bring him home, even though that's, you know, totally not necessarily necessary on our end, but maybe she just wanted him out of her hair. I don't know. And so she opened up the van for him to get in she opened up the back of the van for him to get in. Well, he got in the back, and then he wormed his way all the way up to the front passenger seat. So she didn't want him to be there. So she opened up the door, the passenger door of that front side. He wormed his way over to the driver's side, and he did not want to get out of their van. I guess he didn't want to go home or something. I don't know. Anyway, so I don't know how eventually she got him to get where he needed to go. I don't know. I don't know if Kurt got to that part of the story before he quit talking about it. I just don't know. So anyway, we're our neighbors were still friends, I think. Oh, who doesn't love Stewie? Everybody who's met him loves Stewie. But, you know, press your luck. Might not be loved that much. Okay, let's get this. I think I got that. Now, do you see, it just added, let me get this pressed down a little. It just added just a little bit more dimension. Can you see that? I hope the light's not too bright. Anyway, so let's glue this little piece in for a little interest. What I didn't do was cut a little scrap for that, so I probably should do that. And then it will have a little dimension too. Okay, get this centered. Okay, now, I also, while I'm letting this kind of grab, I also have what's wrong with me? Some number dies, because like I said, my brother-in-law is turning 80, and so I have this panel of number dies that I've collected over the years, and I think I will do this set right here. I have a set right here and a set right here of the number dies. So we'll get the 8 and the 0. And I have also, this is the other part of the pattern paper. This happens to be double-sided, as you can see. So what I thought I would do is cut out the 80 of the back side. And of course it will coordinate with the panel. So let me get my big shot again. I don't think I'm going to adjust the setting, so I think you'll be able to see. Okay, now I should cut a little bit off because I don't need all this. Okay, so I have my platform, my one plate, and I think we'll stick it right here. I will probably cut more than one layer so that it will have a little more dimension. And if I'm careful, I can, oh, I saw it shift a little bit, but I don't think it's a big deal because the pattern doesn't really matter as far as what the number's going to look like. And I'll get my pokey tool here. You know, a couple weeks ago, I couldn't even take the cap off this. So, like I said, I'm making progress. Just maybe a little slower than I like, but I did see the physical therapist yesterday, and she did an evaluation, kind of like she did at the beginning, to see where I was with my strength and with my flexibility. Of course, my flexibility was very poor because it had been in the cast for 6 weeks. Well, she evaluated me yesterday, and I've made improvement in everything. So she was very pleased, and so was I. Okay, there's the 0. And we'll poke out the 8. I really don't know if my brother-in-law has a favorite color, so I just chose a neutral palette for colors. So there we have the 80. Cool, huh? Okay, so let's cut out another layer, but this time I will not use the pattern paper because I want it to be a little sturdier, or maybe even slightly thicker. So I'll just use this scrap of white cardstock, and we will put them here willy-nilly and run them through the die cut machine. And I just realized my glue bottle I left open. Yikes. Hope it works when I'm ready for it. So get these out of there. Okay. Nice thing about this magnetic plate is that if I happen to put my dies down there, they're not going anywhere unless I pick them up manually. Okay. So let's get this so that we have that. And we'll pick up the 0, I think. Maybe I'll have to push it off. There we go. Okay. Okay. Oof. That is really stuck in there. Okay. So now we have 80 again. So let's get this big shot out of the way. Oops. Sorry about that. I banged the table. Okay. Let me get my scratch paper. And we will glue the 80s together. And this part is the top. There's a little lump there. So we want to make sure we get those glued in the right spot. I didn't think to grab my tweezers. I hope I don't regret that. But let's get a little... Uh-oh. Up, here it comes. Okay. I glue these for some dimension. And we'll just kind of press those down a little. Okay, now I gotta look for my little lump. There it is. So I'll know where to put the zeros together. Okay. Lump and lump. Some of that glue off my fingers. If I would have remembered my tweezers, this probably would have been slightly easier. But, oh well. Okay, so now we have 80. So let's bring the card back in. And we'll get this area cleaned up a little bit. Okay. Am I centered? I hope so. Okay. Whoop. So, where do we want to put this 80? How about... I just remembered I forgot to get a birthday stamp too, so I'll have to pause and get that. Okay, how about right here? That's an option. And once I figure it out, I will take a little piece of washi tape and tape it down like that so that we can have it stay in one spot. We could have it here. You know what? I think I like it there. I think I do. So let's get a little length of washi tape. Now, when I was thinking of videos to make this week, or a video, I should say, and I'm gonna do a little de-sticking here because I don't want it to stick to the cardstock and rip it. That would be bad. Okay, so anyway, as I was thinking of what kind of video I could make this week, of course, this is before I remembered Don's birthday is coming up in about 6 days, so I had to get going on this. Before I remembered that, I thought about doing, oh my goodness, I've got myself stuck. Oh my goodness, that tape was too sticky still. Anyway, let me do a little bit this way. Then if a little bit oozes out, it's no biggie, it's on the scratch paper. Okay, so anyway, oh, that 0 shifted. Did you see that? Let's see if we can get this right now. Okay, I think it looks good. So anyway, I had been watching another YouTuber I follow, a card maker, and she was using washi tape, different colors of washi tape, to make like a card panel. And I thought, that sounds interesting. I would have to adapt mine a little bit, do it a little differently, because her washi tape had design on it, and it was very pretty. And so, no, it wasn't. Oh, I didn't say the name of the person anyway. Someone else I watch. I was thinking of somebody, but hadn't said her name. Anyway, so I'm glad I didn't, because I would have gotten the wrong name. Anyway, so this YouTuber I follow, her name is Sierra, and I have mentioned her before too. She has her own washi tape, and she was making car panels out of this washi tape, and it was so cool. At least I think it was her. Anyway, please don't turn me off yet. I want you to see how this card ends up. Okay, so anyway, I would like to use that as a video idea, because it was just very intriguing. Okay, now we have the front of the card. I am going to pause the video, and then I will be back. Okay, by the way, my pop is really laying down the condensation, so I think I'll have to, and it was touching my scratch paper, so, okay, let me get out my stamp wheel, and we are going to use that to put down the birthday greeting. Let's take that off, and we are going to set, I think I'll put it in the corner as much as it will go, so that, because this part is going to add bulk, which means, I'm guessing, that it won't, the stamp after I put it on will not stamp as well if I have it more over here. So this will be further away from the extra layers, so hopefully my plan will work. Okay, made to surprise sentiments, birthday sentiments. And, well, actually, they're more than birthday, but mostly birthday. So let's get this out of here. And I'll show you the one I'm going to use. Okay, I don't think the card is that big, because I thought about this one. A big birthday deserves a big card. I settled on big birthday wishes. So, it's a big enough font that it will kind of match the card, I think. The size of the card, I should say. So let's get this centered. And we'll put the stamp wheel lid on. Okay, come on. Oh, maybe it doesn't want to do it. Uh-oh. This might, you know what? I think we'll have to go to plan B, which is using the Misty. So let me get this out of the way. And we will bring the Misty over. I hope this works. We'll do it this direction. And we'll put, I gotta go in the right direction. Now the only thing is, there's no sticky mat underneath here, because this little thing lost sticky a long time ago. I should just go ahead, let me see if this closes. Oh yeah. I should just go ahead and do pixie spray on the on this little thing. And I think this is a scrapbook.com map. It was a sticky map, but eventually it lost its sticky. So someone I heard say that you can spray pixie spray on it and let it dry, and then it will be sticky. And I did that one other time, and yes, they were right. Okay, now I think I want to do like a brown ink. So I have something over here that's technically not brown, but this this is a very, very old stamp pad. I mean, probably as old as I've been stamping. And it was this variegated ink pad, but eventually it's like the colors all ran together and they became brown. So I'm gonna give this a try and see if this will stamp. What I might do is stick a piece of scratch paper and over here. So hang on a minute. And I will just put it over the card here because I want to see if it will, let's do it this way. I want to see if it will stamp okay. Because if it doesn't, then I need to get a regular brown ink. There we go. Oh, well, it could be better. Let's just try it again because I want to see if it will ink up. And I know this is just scratch, but you know, I think it'll work. So let's get rid of that. And I've already kind of primed the stamp now. So I'm going to put this down here so it'll stay put. Someday I'm going to have to throw this away, but just for now, when I need something, like in this case, it's a shame to throw away the ink pad when there's still ink in it left to be used, even though it's not the way it was. See how it was? This rainbow arrangement of colors, and it's just a shame. Okay, I am... Oh, look what I did! Oh my goodness. Oh, hang on, pause. Oh. Okay, I did this in a previous video, didn't I? And I waited for it to dry, and I used my sanding eraser, and it was fine. So, but that's a pretty deep splotch. Now I'm going to get my hands wiped off just in case I got ink on that. Oh, man, I can't believe it. Always something. You know, if you watch somebody who's making a card and they're doing it perfectly on the video, I can guarantee you it's probably not perfect. They probably edited out something. Because that's what happens. None of us are perfect. Okay, I think I'll give it one more try over on the B for big and the B for birthday. And we'll just concentrate on that because it didn't seem to make it as pronounced. That is better. Okay, little guy, you are going to get your lid on and go to the timeout spot. Actually, it should be me, shouldn't it? Okay, so let's get that wiped off. And I will put that away later. Okay, so here we have our 80th birthday card for my brother-in-law. It's simple, but yet it has some cool elements. You know, the pattern paper and then the embossed part of the pattern paper. And of course we have our little 80 that we die cut, and I love it. And this would make it even better if this was gone. Wouldn't it be nice if I could just snap my fingers and boom? Okay, one last thing to do. And you know what? I think I'm going to do it This might be risky. I'm going to do it in brown to match the ink of the inside. And I only get one chance for this. So let's get it right. Okay, good. Good, good, good. We've been redeemed by this. Kind of, sort of. Okay. Guys, if you like this video, please like it. If you wouldn't mind commenting, I'd love it to be able to engage with you. Share it with a friend. And if you haven't subscribed yet, why not? It's totally free. Okay, guys, I hope you have a great, blessed day and a great week. Talk to you later. Bye.